Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be showing you 3 exercises that you can incorporate into your warm-up routine to help you get the best sounding screams possible. So before we get into this, please go and warm up melodically first before you do any type of screaming. It doesn't matter if you're, doing or covering deathcore or slam or grindcore, or if you're covering some metalcore and maybe some Linkin Park Red Spirit Box, whatever it may be. Go warm up melodically first before you do any type of music that we cover here on this channel for at least 10 to 15 minutes. The reason for that is because just like how you wouldn't wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, jump right out of bed and go sprint 10 miles as fast as you possibly can, you wouldn't just go and jump into doing this type of music without warming up first, right? If you were to just get out of bed and go sprint 10 miles as fast as you humanly can, you'll probably puke, pass out, and bad things will happen. So similarly, you don't want to just jump into covering rock and metal or doing any of the techniques that we cover on this channel without getting blood flowing first to the singing part of your body, to your vocal cords. So go warm up melodically, 10-15 minutes. Go on YouTube, type in a gentle melodic warm up for men or women, 10-15 minutes. Do one that you like, that you're comfortable doing. Incorporate that into your warm up routine. Then come back to this video, and after you're done warming up, doing your 10 to 15 minute warm up, add these 3 exercises that we're doing. It should only take about an extra 2 to 4 minutes max to add these 3 exercises. And then you can jump into singing with grit, screaming, doing all the pig squeals that your heart desires. The 3 exercises I'm going to be talking about today are going to be a tongue exercise to loosen up tension in the tongue. Another one is going to be precision and breath control exercise to help you maintain proper breath control and precision in the voice. And the last one, it's my favorite one. It's all of my clients' favorites exercise, and it's called the Eeyore exercise. And if you don't know who Eeyore is, it's a cartoon character. I think it's a donkey or an elephant. I don't really even know. A horse maybe. But it's this depressed cartoon character. And his voice, I think it's a boy, I don't know. But whatever, maybe they're non-binary or some shit. Who the fuck knows? But they sound like this. Eeyore. This is their voice like this. It's like very low. And this is the sound you get when you lower your larynx or when you pretend like you're yawning. So this is my larynx in a neutral position. La-di-da-di-da. When I pretend like I'm yawning, then I get this Eeyore sound. I sound very sad and kind of silly and goofy. The last exercise, that Eeyore exercise, is the most important one. And you want to make sure you incorporate that because it helps loosen up the vocal folds and the rest of your voice so you can make the sounds you want to make as effortless as possible. So I'm done yapping. Let's get right to it. Take the tip of your tongue, hold it up and to the left for 6 seconds, and we're going to do the whole exercise how I normally would with my clients. So if you want to just skip to the next one, or if you kind of figure it out, you don't have to watch the next 36 seconds or whatever it is of me doing this silly little tongue exercise. So tip of your tongue up and to the left for 6 seconds. And you're going to follow along with me, and this is going to help you get tension out of the tongue. So up and to the left. Straight up, try and touch the tip of your nose. Up and to the right. All the way to the right. Down and to the right. Straight down. Down to the left. and all the way to the left. And we're good. That's the tongue exercise you can incorporate immediately into your regular rock and metal vocal routine. So that's the tongue exercise. This next exercise helps you create muscle memory for precision in the voice and proper breath control. It'll make sense in about 30 seconds what I mean when I say that, but this exercise helps us keep the fry engaged, the fry vocal register engaged, precisely using proper breath support. This translates directly over into your screams, because when you scream, we have to be very precise with what we're doing. We're not trying to just muscle our way through or push through pain or discomfort. We want to locate the most comfortable spot in our voice to create the sounds we want to make. We want to make sure we can keep our voice there consistently without overdoing it and creating unnecessary stress and just fatigue on our voice. So this exercise is called, it's just a fry vocal register exercise. I don't have a special name for it, but we just engage the fry vocal register, and we do the 5 cardinal vowels in the fry vocal register for 5 seconds each, and we do 3 rounds of that. So what does that sound like? What does that look like? Well, you can follow along with me, and if you kind of get it, you can skip and go on to the last exercise, which is the most important one that I incorporate into all of my clients' vocal routine. What you want to do for this second exercise is the following. We want to just take our voice and want to just let it, relax and get into the fry vocal register like this. And then what we want to do next is you want to go ahead and vocalize the 5 cardinal vowels. We don't want to do it all in one breath. We want to do A, breathe, E, breathe, I, breathe, O, breathe, and then U and breathe. Once you do all 5 vowels, that is 1 round. What we want to do is 3 rounds. So you can follow along with me. And this is going to help you, again, create that muscle memory for precision and breath control in your voice. If you want to just start off in your regular voice and let your voice slip into the fry vocal register, you can do that too. And it would sound like this. And then breathe. You. And then that is 1 round. What you want to do is you want to do 3 rounds. And then once you're done with that, you can go on to the next exercise. The last one, the 3rd one. And that's the fry vocal register exercise. And the point of it isn't to just get through the sounds as quick as you possibly can. The point is to be able to keep your voice in the fry vocal register consistently, like this. What you don't want to do is this. You don't want to slip and slide out of that fry vocal register. Again, this is supposed to train precision and breath control, and you need a good combination of both. You have to balance both of them on a scale. You want to approach them kind of like a scale. You don't want to have too much or too little of one or the other, so you can keep the sound consistent in the fry vocal register. And that's the key to this exercise. That's how you get the most value out of it, by keeping your voice in the fry vocal register. Just like that. You don't want to oscillate in and out of it, like you don't want to slip and slide out of it. So practice that. It's a tricky exercise, especially for a lot of people just beginning their vocal journey, but it's super, super helpful. And it's going to help you, again, train that precision and breath control in your voice, which is going to translate directly over into your screams. This last exercise is called the Eeyore exercise. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to help loosen up your voice so you can create the sounds you want to make as effortless as possible. And what it sounds like is this. So you want to close your mouth and you want to pretend like you're Eeyore. You're this sad cartoon character, this sad donkey, I think is what it is. But you want to say the word Eeyore, and you want to do this exercise for about a minute. I'm not going to do it for a whole minute because I don't want to, take up too much of you guys' time, but you can set a timer on it for a minute and a half if you like, if you're waking up in the morning and you're practicing, or if you're covering some music and you feel like your voice is just too tight and it's not sounding the best it possibly can. If you feel like your voice is really tight and compressed, you can do this for up to 2 minutes, and then you'll still get a really good benefit out of it as well too. So a minute to 2 minutes, depending on how tight your voice feels and how compressed it feels, this will fix you right up immediately. In this exercise, to do it, you just want to close your mouth and you want to say the word Eeyore, but you want to lower your larynx as you do it with your mouth closed. So again, we're gonna do it for a whole minute here because I don't want to sit here and look stupid for a minute, but you'll get the idea once I do it for about 15-30 seconds. Okay, so mouth closed, and we're gonna say the word Eeyore, but we're gonna yawn, lower the larynx as we're doing it with our mouth closed like this. Eeyore. That's what you want to do with your mouth closed. And each repetition that you say Eeyore should last about 4 to 6 seconds each. Again, you want to do it for a minute to 2 minutes. Put a timer on your phone, do it to loosen up your voice. If you feel like it's just too tight, you're not really getting the sounds you want to get on a given day, and this will help just relax the breathing apparatus in your voice and everything. So that's the Eeyore exercise. Again, just so you can kind of hear it again. So as long as you incorporate these 3 warm-ups into your regular rock and metal vocal routine, you'll be able to make the sounds you want to make as best as possible, as painless as possible, and as effortless as possible. So remember, guys, always warm up melodically first before you go and cover like Slipknot or Slaughter to Prevail or Whitechapel or whatever it is that you like. And then also incorporate these warm-up exercises on top of the 10 to 15 minute routine that you looked up on YouTube and you did. This is gonna, again, help you keep your voice nice and healthy. It's gonna keep it sustainable. You're not gonna feel pain. You're not gonna need surgery down the road. Again, rule 0, 0 pain. Rule 1, everything should be as effortless as possible. And this is a cornerstone of taking care of your voice and making sure we're taking all the measures we need to prevent any damage or pain or issues down the road. Now, guys, if you're interested in private one-on-one coaching where I work with you through video chat and we help you unlock your streams and dive into what we covered today a little bit further and a lot more deeper, make sure you check out the link in my description and in the pinned comment below. And if you're also interested in more content like this, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.